Yo, what's going on, guys? It is time for another reaction video, and I'm continuing down the Ren roller coaster of music here. This one is called Life is Funny. So a lot of what I hear from Ren has been a little bit more darker or more emotional based music. Not all of it, but a lot of it. So this one being Life is Funny, it makes me wonder if it's going to be a more cheery song or if it's going to be another a little bit more moody song. So let's get into it and find out.
Life is funny sometimes. Life is funny sometimes. Life is funny sometimes. What type of human are you? The type to question things or the type who don't care if you do? Are you the type to get excited by a molecule divided, split an atom in a fraction, blow a nuclear fuse? Are you seeking the truth or are your hands on your eyes? Pick up a paper, don't debate with anything that's inside. Are you happy with life? On the day that you die, will there be tears full of fear or will you die with a smile? I pick up a paper, then put down a pattern, an intricate syllable pattern, and if there are spaces, I'm filling the gap in focus. Splitting an atom, I'm bringing it back in the words I'm attacking, it's cracking, unpacking the wisdom of rapping, I'm running, I'm lapping, I'm bringing a skill like Lotus. Hidden dragon tiger, style inside your mind, the world is wider. When you look inside can guide you. Weave a web of wisdom like a spider. Perceive the unseeable, hadron collider. Life is funny, 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 life.
I really like this so far. It's somehow, some way, he always finds another way to make something that sounds completely different from something he's already done. I can tell this is reminiscent of a lot of the other ones I've watched so far where they're framed in like this old school TV frame. Let's see, 3 years ago. So I'm thinking that a lot of these ones that are done in this style with the words on the screen and these old videos, the kinetic words, were likely probably done in COVID, you know, because he couldn't get out and perform live and maybe, you know, glued to the house, and this is what he could make. But it also, I think during COVID, it forced a lot of people to find other things to do with their time or find other ways to push their creativity. And in Ren's case, a lot of his music, it seems like High Ren, where you get trapped in your own head and your own thoughts. That's kind of a little bit how this song seems a little bit, you know, being trapped in the house during COVID. And I keep saying COVID just because this is kind of seems like it's about that time frame. It's easy to start getting lost in your thoughts because you're home more often than usual. You're separated from your friends, your family, and the people that you're used to seeing and spending time with. So that you're left with nothing but your thoughts. And so if you listen to some of these lyrics, that's kind of where it seems like maybe this could have come from.
Perceive the unseeable, hadron collider. Life is funny, 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 life is funny. Sometimes it's like I'm looking at you, wondering what I would do if I was there in your shoes. If I was born a different mind, a different time, a different view, would my behaviors be the same? And do we even really choose? Am I the byproduct of my environment? I buy products for my requirement. A sucker, I know that, cause I'm a sucker too. You're a sucker, I'm a sucker. Fuck it, what you gonna do with this body you were given? Your life, are you living? Have you sight or no vision? Are you tired with the game? Passive or decision? Follow or ambition? Surgical incision in the middle of the brain. Say my name, say my name. I bang like Kurt Cobain, reach nirvana on a spiritual plane. In the membrane, insane like I'm Cypress Hill. Tray flipping like I'm Tony, cause I got the skill.
He went straight 90s here for that whole last set of lyrics, because he was talking about Cypress Hill, he talked about Kurt Cobain, and now he's talking about doing kickflips like Tony. I'm assuming he's talking about Tony Hawk. Now, obviously, Tony Hawk was earlier than the 90s. He was probably more 80s into the 90s. But I believe it was late 90s, possibly, I believe. Late 90s may have been when the video game for Tony Hawk came out. But I think skating was at its prime in the 90s. At least, you know, that's when it kind of blew up, is in the 90s. It grew through the 70s and 80s, and it blew up in the 90s.
Say my name, say my name. I bang like Kurt Cobain.
And say my name, say my name. That's Beyonce, Destiny's Child.
vision? Are you tired with the game? Passive or decision? Follow or ambition? Surgical incision in the middle of the brain. Say my name, say my name. I bang like Kurt Cobain, reach nirvana on a spiritual plane. In the membrane, insane like I'm Cypress Hill. Tray flipping like I'm Tony, cause I got this skill. Life is funny, 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 life is funny. Quarantined inside my room, we're living.
Look at that. I guessed it. I didn't even know for sure, and here I am. It looks like I got it right.
It's funny, life is funny. Quarantined inside my room, we're living in very strange times. Pick up my paper, then pick up my pen, and I won't be stopping till I'm top of the throne, top of this hill, top of the moment, it's keeping it real. Top of the beat, top of this vibe, top of the symbol on top of the ride. Top of the pop, top of the mix, top of the snare that follows the kick. Top of the game, I remain today, holding my pain with a syllable, savagely spit. Ticking the talk and the ticking the talk of the clock, it is ticking, it's ticking a lot. I deliver the shock like an insulin shot, and I'm back on the block and attacking them hot. And I'm taking the pop with the rock in the sock, and I'm swinging it, bringing it, flinging it, knocking the teeth right out your mouth.
How he could even memorize those lyrics is beyond me. Writing it is one thing, you know, sitting down and figuring it out and writing it. But then being able to recite it without getting tongue-tied and then doing it so on beat as well, that was a tongue twister for sure. Let's see. Right in here. Okay. So I don't want to, I always try to say things as I think of them and don't want to forget. Quarantine is what actually got me into doing reaction videos. COVID is, because prior to that, my focus, my content was going to be travel based. I had just sold my house January before COVID happened in February. Sold my house with the plans of traveling full time in an RV. I'd bought a truck and a 40-foot RV, and I was going to just travel full time and work remote. And then COVID came along and the whole world shut down, as we all know. And I ended up eventually having to sell my RV and truck and take a regular job again, which is how I ended up where I'm living now. But during COVID, I couldn't create the YouTube content I wanted to create, and I kind of fell into doing reactions, and here I am still doing them 500 or so videos later. So anyways, let's get back to this though. I want to hear this set of lyrics again because it was such a tongue twister. And he delivered it so effortlessly.
Life is funny, life is funny, life is funny, life is funny. Quarantined inside my room, we're living in very strange times. Pick up my paper, then pick up my pen, and I won't be stopping till I'm top of the throne, top of this hill, top of the moment, it's keeping it real. Top of the beat, top of this vibe, top of the symbol on top of the ride. Top of the pop, top of the mix, top of the snare that follows the kick. Top of the game, I remain today, holding my pain with a syllable, savagely spit.
See, so he's saying, you know, I'm stuck here in quarantine with my pen and my paper, and I'm not going to quit until I'm at the top. And so he's like, he named off all the different things that he wants to be at the top of. So yeah, like I said, it forced us to live differently and pursue different avenues and pursue different things.
Ticking the talk and the ticking the talk of the clock, it's ticking a lot. I deliver the shock like an insulin shot, and I'm back on the block and attacking them hot. And I'm taking the pop with the rock in the sock, and I'm swinging it, bringing it, flinging it, knocking the teeth right out your mouth, bitch. I'm back on the road, back on the wheel, back in myself, back in the field, back in the game, back in the lane, back in the same old Batmobile, back in the flow, back in the place, back in the building, bomb that bass, back in the nectar, back in the honey. Life is funny, life is funny, life is funny.
Is that it? Oh man, I was hoping there was gonna be another verse. I really liked it. I liked it. I think pretty much everything there was that I needed to say about it, I said it along the way. It's kind of like, you know, quarantine. You're trapped. You got to find things to do with your time. Either you sleep more than you ever did in your life. You pursue different hobbies and different things that you may be interested in. Maybe you learn new things. Who knows? Tell me if you learned or did something new in quarantine and COVID era that you think you might not have ever done otherwise, whether it's a new skill, a hobby, if you changed careers, whatever it is. Tell me that in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from too. Where in the world are you watching me from? If you're new here and you want to see more from me, please make sure to subscribe. Click the bell so you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. It does help. And if you want to see more Ren reactions, I do have a playlist at the end of this video. It's called the Reniverse, and it's not just Ren. It's basically any artist that I've been introduced to through Ren. So whether it's somebody that's been featured on a Ren track, if it's one of his side bands like early bands, Trick the Fox, current bands, Big Push. Yeah, so if you want to see more of that, definitely check out that playlist. And I will see you guys in the next video.